Hello everyone, how are you doing all? Uh, Welcome back to Barbrat2020, and I'm back today with another topic. Today's topic is always neglected by the bartenders and mixologists, and they don't really try to learn about it. But it is equally important, and it's very interesting, like wines and other alcoholic beverages. Today I'm going to talk about sake. Why? Rather than talking about whiskey, rum, vodka, or tequila, I'm taking sake as the first beverage to talk about. There is a reason. As I said, it's always neglected and don't really try to learn about it. But for your information, if you learn about it, you can be a sake sommelier, like wine sommelier. And there is a scope, a lot of scope. People are searching for the sake sommeliers. People are eager to learn about it, to know about it. They want to taste it, but they don't find a person who can tell about it. So sake has inspired me, and it really impressed me in few years. I started learning about it somewhere 2 years back, you know. But at that time, there wasn't a sake sommelier who can guide me about it or who can tell me what is the sake exactly and how to taste it, how they make the sake, and what are the different types of sake. So we are gonna discuss it today in little bit detail, point by point. So what is sake basically? Sake is alcoholic beverage made up of rice. Yeah, it is made up of rice, and it has been very popular since few years, and people are visiting Japanese restaurants, like restaurants which has a Japanese concept, where they prepare Japanese food. They serve the sake along with their food. It is there in their beverage list, and you can choose from. There are sake sommeliers who will guide you for the sake and what is the taste profile and which sake should go with your which kind of food. So let's start our topic today, that is sake, and I will explain you point by point about sake, whatever the information I have, whatever I learned until today. Uh, Not really too much, it is very short information, and it will help you to understand about the sake. So, in Japan, whoever brews the sake, that person is called Toji. 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 Whoever brews the sake, whoever makes the sake, that guy is called Toji. And in English, it is called Nihonshu. That is Japanese liquor. Japanese liquor. In English, that is called Nihonshu. 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 Sake is nothing but rice wine, alcoholic beverage made from rice. It's a clear liquor made up of rice. The alcohol content of the sake is 18 to 20%. It will vary according to the type of the sake. It will be between 18 to 20%. Uh, it has another name, that is Saishu. Saishu means clear liquor in Japan. The serving temperature of the sake will vary according to the type of sake. So, the types of sake I know is Amakuchi and Karakuchi. Those two sakes are served to the cold temperature, uh, not really freezing, where we store our normal cold drinks. They store that sake in those kind of fridges only and uh, serve it to the that respected temperature. The rice which is used to make the sake is called Yamadani Shiki. This rice is very popular and it is really a high quality rice. It's not really like the rice we eat on daily basis or the rice which is available for us to eat. This rice is completely different. It looks same, but that rice is specifically only to make a sake. The rice which they use to make a sake, they polish it to the higher degree than our normal eating rice. Uh, Almost uh, they reach to the invisible part of the rice. They polish the white outer layer to get that invisible seed kind of thing to make the sake out of it. And the polishing takes 2 to 3 days to get that layer out. So now there are four important factors which are very important to make a sake. There are four factors, and the first one is rice, which we discussed already, and the water. In Japan, there are many distilleries where they make a sake, and it requires a particular kind of water source, and they are very particular about it to make a sake. They need that quality water also. Now, third thing they use is kojikin. Now, the kojikin is actually a fungus. It's a microorganism which they add while making the sake. And of course, the fourth thing, yeast. Yeast is also very important in the fermentation process. So there are four things which affect the taste also. So that is all. So I hope guys you learned something new today, and sake is equally important, or you can say it is very important. If you want to learn about it, please feel free to contact me, or you can Google it, and you will find all the information about sake. And yeah, that's all. Keep learning and keep growing.